Welcome to Visual Basic. VB has a very important component called VB IDE, Integrated Development Environment. So this component is used to develop the VB application. VB IDE has got set of different components such as a menu bar, it has the toolbar, along with that it has the form window, it has the code window, it has the toolbox, and the three more components: the project explorer, the property window, and the form layout. So this is the window through which the VB applications can be developed very easily. So VB Toolbox has got several components. So here we have listed a few components such as the combo box, the checkbox, along with that the action button, command button. To connect the database with application project, we use the data control. We have directory list box to access the sequential files, the drive list box, the file list box, horizontal scroll bar, the vertical scroll bar. Along with these components, we have few more components such as the line control, the shape control, OLE, images, the picture box, text box, timer, option button, etc. So these are the components which can be used to develop the VB applications very easily. When we go through these components, basically we should consider the three primary things. We should go through the properties of individual components. Along with that, we should go through the methods and the events. The properties, the events, and the methods for individual component has to be studied in detail. VB has set of different the data input controls. The primary data input controls are the combo box and the list box. If we want to differentiate these components, combo box, it occupies very less space compared to the list box. When we compare the radio button, also known as the option button, with the checkbox, out of the different options, checkbox allows us to select the multiple, but the radio button or the option button, it allows us to select only one out of all the availabilities. We have two more very special component called HSB and VSB, also known as vertical scroll bar and horizontal scroll bar. So it has different properties. The special properties are large change, the small change, and the two more components, the change and the scroll. VB has the different dialog boxes such as the open dialog box, save as dialog box, print dialog box, font dialog box, help, and color. Using open dialog box, we can open the file, the folder. Save as dialog box is used to save the application. Print and font are used for printing the application and to change the font respectively. Along with that, the two more special dialog boxes, the help dialog box and color dialog box, to get the different help details, and finally to select multiple colors, available colors. To select color out of all available colors, we use color dialog box. So these are the total 6 dialog boxes available in VB. In VB, defining variable follows a different unique syntax. Unlike other languages, here we use a special keyword called dim. The syntax is something like dim space, the name of variable, then write as, then the data type. Data type has to be mentioned. That's a mandatory rule of VB. So here we have the data types. Data types can be of two different types, the numeric data types, or it can be non-numeric data types. When we talk about numeric data types, it has byte, integer, long, single, double, currency, etc. In non-numeric data type, it is a string, date, boolean, object, and variant. The functions such as the mathematical or numerical functions, sine, cos, tan. Along with that, we have a function string and value. We have a function sqr for square root, int, rnd for random, and so on and so forth. VB also supports different operators like previous languages, C, C++. It has operators such as arithmetic operators, the relational operators, logical operators, and the bitwise operators. So without operators, we can say it's not possible to design the programs. So whenever we go through the mathematical calculations or other calculations, the logical thinkings, applications, operators are very much essential. VB also supports different conditions. It has a condition like if statement, if condition, then the condition can be true or false. Here if the condition is true, the statement executes. If not, it exits. If condition, then statement, and if. There's another part called if else if ladder, where condition is tested first. If condition is true, then the first statement is executed. If condition is false, then we check the second condition. Similarly, we go through till the last condition. If all the conditions are false, then the last condition, the statement n, is executed. So similarly, there are circumstances where if the two or more conditions are true, then only we are going to execute a particular statement. Under such circumstances, we are using nested if statements. When you have many options, we use select case statements. It resembles the structure of switch statement of C language, where select case variable is used, the multiple cases we mention, and finally the end select. VB also supports the different loopings. It supports do while loop. Until the condition is true, the statement is executed. It supports while when statements. It supports do loop while. It supports do loop until, as well as it supports the for next loop. The timer is a very special component in VB, where we set interval, the special property called interval, 1000 milliseconds is nothing but 1 second. So this is about the Visual Basic, introduction to Visual Basic.